Hi, everybody, and welcome to Charger 360, the official video podcast of the University of New Haven. I'm J.W. Stewart. I used to work at ESPN and NBC, and these days I teach sport management here at the university.
And I'm Bruce Barber. I spent 18 years as co-host of Smith & Barber, the morning show. Now I'm into my favorite part of my career. I'm the general manager of 88.7 WNHU, the campus radio station here at the university.
Our guest today is Gabby Teel. Gabby is a senior exercise major here at the University of New Haven, also on our track and field team. Gabby, it's great to meet you. Welcome to the University of New Haven.
It's great to meet y'all as well. I'm so excited.
We got to, first of all, before we talk to Gabby, we got to give a shout out to Vincent.
Yes.
So Vincent is going to get producer credit here, it seems like. I think this is the third interview he's lined up for us. So Vincent emailed me and said, hey, why don't you talk to Gabby? She's a great person. And here you are.
I know. Thank you, Vincent.
Is there anyone more connected on campus than Vincent?
Exactly.
It's true. Everyone knows who he is, right?
He's not going to like that I'm going to say this, but he's Mr. UNH in my eyes. He knows everybody. He's a part of every club. He's so well diverse. He's a great person here at UNH.
Amazing.
He is. So Gabby, let's talk about you. Where are you from and why did you choose the University of New Haven?
Yeah, so I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm closer to the suburbs of Philadelphia. And going through the recruitment process was a little tricky for me. It was mainly me and my mom for the most part trying to figure out how to get recruited for college. I don't think it was until my senior season where I'm like, oh, I could do this in college. And my mom wasn't a college athlete, so she had no clue what to do. So we're just emailing different schools. And then I talked to a track coach in my area. She had mentioned that she had connections elsewhere. So we were talking to different coaches and she was like, you know what? There's one more school that you should look at. And I'm like, what school is this? It's April. I'm ready to commit. Like, I'm ready to just get this done with. But she was like, the University of New Haven. And I'm like, I'll give it a try. Connecticut's pretty close to home. And I came up here and fell in love. Like, I didn't expect to fall in love with Connecticut, but it was a pleasant surprise. And Coach Williams was amazing. The campus was amazing. Everybody was so welcoming. And I ended up choosing UNH in April.
And you do the triple jump?
Yes.
And long jump?
Yes, I do.
I did a little triple jumping.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah?
I admire what you do. That is hard, right?
It's very difficult.
You've got the line, you have to take, it's like 1, 2, and then that
jump.
Final
Yep,
jump.
exactly.
Wow. What's your longest?
Longest jump in triple currently is 40 feet, 8 inches. So hopefully to hit 41 by the end of my season. That'll be nice.
What was your personal best? Do you remember?
I think about a quarter of that.
A quarter of that or a quarter of an inch?
Somewhere in there. That's incredible,
Thank
Gabby.
you. Thank
Congratulations. And look at these bona fides. NEC champion in the triple jump. NE10 Field Athlete of the Year, and you competed at the Division II National Championships last year.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about that.
So national was always a goal of mine. Sophomore year, I did not qualify. I was 23rd, I believe, and they take top 22 in the nation. That just absolutely crushed me. So coming back into my junior year, I worked really, really hard to hit that standard and to make sure I had a comfortable spot to qualify. And by the outdoor season, I did. I competed. I went to Colorado with 3 of my other teammates, and it was a great experience. I remember going in, and I was just excited to be there. I wasn't nervous. I was just excited to jump. And going against other girls that were also so highly qualified in triple jump pushed me to do even better. And I came out at a better placement than I came in with. So I was very, very happy with how nationals went.
How do you balance athletics and academics?
It's very, very, very hard. And coming into college, I was the type of person where I'm like, I don't need help. Like, I could do everything on my own, but ask for help. Like, it's very, very important. Like, a lot of my coaches are there helping me, my advisors. Being in the exercise science program, Professor Gendron and Professor Smallage really, really take care of everybody. Like, they help us out so much, and especially because a lot of us are athletes, they look out for a lot of us. So having the help of them and then also my coaches as well has helped a lot.
And I'm always so impressed with exactly what you were referring to, J-Dub, and that is, I think being a college student is really difficult. Yeah. Being a student athlete is doing the two is just incredible. But I love what you just said, and talk about it a little more for people who are considering coming to the University of New Haven, that the ability to ask for help. Yeah. I think a lot of people, it just doesn't occur to them.
For sure.
But it's really helped you.
It is. Like, I was just one of those people, I'm very independent. Like, I know I can get stuff done, but there comes a time where your task load is so heavy, and it's okay to give it off to some other people and be like, can you just help me with this? Guide me in this direction. Like, it really does go a long way. And it's not you being weak, it's just you understanding that it's a lot right now, and that having that help can help you go even further than you doing it on your own. So it's definitely okay to ask for help. And that's something I've definitely learned over the course of being an athlete and just a college student in general. So yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because there is this stigma for asking for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength.
It is. It really is. It takes a lot to ask for help. So early on in my college career, I didn't like to do that. But now that I'm doing it, I'm like, it's not a sign of weakness at all.
And I think what students should know is that we as faculty and staff love it when students ask for help. You know,
right? Yes. That's what they're there for. They're there to help.
Exactly. Yeah. We've moved up from Division II to Division I. We are finishing up our first season as a Division I program. What's been the difference from what you can tell going from D2 to D1?
For track, it's really sort of hard to speak on that perspective because we've always gone against D1 schools. Like, the division doesn't matter in track. I would just say when it comes to the conference level, that's when there's somewhat of a difference. Coming from the NE10, I would say it was, even though we were competitors, it was like a close-knit family. Like, I would go against girls that I would see on a regular basis, like at Southern or AIC, like know them, stuff like that. And they would be like, good luck, but I'm still going to try to beat you. But going into the NEC, it's a different story. Everyone is there to just win. Everyone's locked in. It's very, very high. It's a very high competition now, for sure.
And now, of course, being a former triple jumper, I'm quite interested. Now, I'm really interested in how you train for that. How do you get better at the triple jump?
It's very, very difficult. Coming into UNH, I was an okay triple jumper, but I really think having Coach William help me with my technique, my speed, my lifting, and then also my mentality going into triple jump, it helped a lot. Like you mentioned, like, you have to take off from a board at a certain time. I was stuttering. I wasn't as strong to produce better jumps. So it's a course of different things to help me grow in that aspect.
So being an athlete is a full-time job. Being a student, as you alluded to, is a full-time job. On top of that, you are also a model.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell us that story.
Wow.
That was last year. My friend and I, we had went to the CSA fashion show previously, and we're like, oh, this is sort of fun. It's different from athletics. It's something completely out of our realm. I'm a very introverted person, so getting up on stage just seemed terrifying to me. But me and my friend thought we should just take that risk, try out. If we didn't make it, it's okay. If we did, wonderful. And we ended up making it, and it was a fun time. Like, shout out to CSA and BSU. They always promote such fun and eventful events every year.
And that's the Caribbean Student Association.
Yes.
Wow, that is wonderful.
Yeah, that was very fun.
And what else do you like to do on campus?
On campus, I'm really a person that likes to attend different events. So me and my friends, if there's any events outside of CSA, BSU, I know FCA is one that really got pushed out this year. A lot of athletes go to it.
What's FCA?
FCA is a Christian-based Bible study that happens here every Tuesday and Wednesday for athletes.
Wow.
So yeah, it's nice to be around other athletes that study the same religion as you. And a lot of times we don't get to intertwine because everyone is so in their own world. But it's been nice to sort of conversate with other athletes that are outside of your sport. It's been nice.
You're involved in so many things here on campus. I'm surprised you said you're introverted.
I am too.
How?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
I don't see it at all.
Here with you.
Thank goodness you don't see it. I'm hiding it good. But no, coming into college, me and my mom, we always talk about me putting myself out there in order to build connections. Any aspect in life, you really need to put yourself out there, put your best foot forward, and advocate for yourself because nobody else will. So we've talked about me just talking to people, getting involved in different areas. Like my first year out, at UNH, I just remember talking to like everybody, just trying to build connections, just to conversate with people, just to know names, know faces. And we don't always have to be like friends by the end of it, but just to know that I see a familiar face and I know who you are and I respect you, you know.
Now, if you could think of your dream job after college, anything you wanted.
Oh, dream job.
If you could just have it, what would it be?
A dream job. Oh, I really like to travel. So if I could just get paid to travel the world, that would be amazing. That's something I really want to do once I graduate college, is just take time to travel outside the States for a little bit. That would be really fun.
J-Dub loves the cruises.
I do,
Really?
very much.
Yes.
Yeah. My wife and I have been on about 40. A lot of them have been down to the Caribbean because it's easy on spring break. We've been to Alaska twice. And next summer, we're going on a Mediterranean cruise.
What's the most beautiful spot you've seen so far?
Alaska.
Alaska.
Oh, without a doubt. I would imagine when we go to the Med next year and we go to Athens and Rome, I think that might end up becoming...
That might go even.
It might be close to it. But Alaska and its natural beauty, if you ever, not just you, Bruce, anybody, if you ever have the opportunity to go, do it.
Alaska.
It is just the best. I think the best single experience we had when we were up there, we actually did a sled dog we rode a sled dog team on a sled dog team around a glacier.
That's amazing.
Right, that's not something you can do anywhere in any certain day. You can't do that here in Connecticut.
Do that, right?
But to be on a sled dog team and go around a glacier was pretty awesome.
That sounds really
incredible.
nice, right?
Yeah.
I would have never thought Alaska. I mean, you hear about people saying that its landscape is beautiful, but I didn't even think to sled dog around Alaska. That seems
it's
nice.
It's a long trip, but it's worth the trip.
That's incredible.
Keep that in mind.
So you, I think, are an example of someone who's just a wonderful ambassador for our university.
Thank you.
What would you say to students that are considering coming to the University of New Haven? Maybe they're a student athlete, maybe they're just thinking about this as a school. What would your pitch be to them?
Oh, I would say, regardless if you're an athlete or not, I feel as though the people here, the professors here are extremely welcoming. Over the years, I've met so many different types of people and they've just been so genuine and amazing. And the campus is beautiful. I've heard from other schools that they love just walking around UNH campus because it's just a pretty place to be at. And then also the academics are very, 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 very well here as well. The exercise science program, I can speak from experience that everyone is very gifted, talented, and they take things to the next level. So if you want to grow as a person and as a person within your academics, you should definitely come here for sure.
Wow. I think she just set the record for that.
She did, right? That she hit every spot on that triple jump. Right?
That's exactly it. That was wonderful.
I think that's the perfect way to wrap up this episode.
I think you're right.
There's nothing more we can do here.
No, our work is done.
Yeah, Gabby, it was really great to meet you.
Thank
Vincent
you.
speaks so highly of you. It's wonderful to meet you in person. Thank you for being here on
It was nice
Charger
meeting you guys
360.
as well. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
Gabby Teel, exercise science major here at the University of New Haven, model, track star, you name it. And that'll wrap up this edition of Charger 360, telling the stories of the University of New Haven. If you want to be on the program, it's simple. All you got to do is email Bruce or yours truly, bbarber@newhaven.edu, jstewart@newhaven.edu. For Gabby and for Bruce, I'm J-Dub. Thanks for watching Charger 360, the official video podcast of the University of New Haven.